Other than several material goods, Operation Warrior Watch also got several people to bake some chocolate chip cookies, some brownies. We got some sticky things. We don't really know what they're called, but all of these things are going to go to the U.S. servicemen and women, wherever it is that they may be stationed. One of the pieces of clothing that they're sending to the refugee families is this really cute onesie for little girls. Once they fold the piece of clothing, and then they put it inside the box, and then it'll be on its way to support the refugee families. Here in my hands, I am holding Larry the Lubber. He's from around southeast Florida and Georgia. He is actually very toxic to eat, and because his wings are so small compared to his body, he can't fly. This bench behind me was initially designed and constructed in the Offerman Woodshop in Los Angeles, California. Visitors are recommended to take a seat and enjoy the calming beauty of the Japan House. For the past 5 weeks, 33 male trainees from all parts of Illinois have taken part in the Illinois Fire Service Institute Recruit Firefighter Program. Their training is paramilitary in nature and is meant to prepare them for a 30-year fire they would tell their grandchildren about. One trainee, Lance Turstrip, said he is really grateful to have been given the opportunity to attend the academy.
It's awesome to train with all these guys. Everybody's super knowledgeable. Everybody knows exactly what they're doing, the safe way to do things. There's a lot of information. I would love to come back even and learn more.
Part of their instruction consists of learning all the basic firefighter skills, such as knowing how to quickly and efficiently don their gear. This, on my back, is a self-contained breathing apparatus that firefighters must don within 45 seconds. It allows them entry into a fire and enables them to mount an aggressive fire attack. All instructors are on a fire department in their hometowns and have been conducting this training for quite some time. One instructor, Gary Gula, has been with the Fire Academy program since 1995.
We're not only passing on what we've learned, but we're passing those skills on and what we know and what we've trained ourselves at that level. So it means a lot to me to be able to pass that on and see that these guys come from right off the street into real firefighters in the course of 6 weeks.
Super excited, super proud to be here. Glad that I could get through it all. It's a great day to be a firefighter. That's one big takeaway from this.
By the end of the week, all trainees will graduate and officially become fully accredited firefighters. In Champaign, I'm Natasha Mosquera, UI7 News. Every Tuesday and Thursday since the beginning of the spring semester, students at Parkland College are exposed to the creativity of the 3D world. Students learn the same kind of basic techniques that a jeweler would use, such as stone setting, casting, and riveting to create their own unique pieces. Their teacher, Denise Seif, says students don't need to have any art background to take the class.
There's an intimacy that happens even with using the piece and touching the piece that's different than some of the other art forms that are out there. And so that's, to have students have that kind of exposure is what's important to me, and it's because I love it, so I want other people to have that experience and love it too.
While there are some students who are very experienced with creating metalwork and jewelry, there are other students who are only creating their very first pieces, such as this copper and nickel bracelet. One student, Destiny Norris, said she's had sight for other classes as well, which is what made her want to take the class in the first place.
She knows that it's kind of scary doing things for the first time, so she'll do it with you and she'll help you, but then she makes you do it too. So you kind of get this really good balance of like visual learning and also experiential learning.
Seif says she constantly learns from her students and she hopes they learn from her too.
There is the idea of taking a piece of metal and shaping it and transforming it and making it into something that you see in your mind. That's a really rewarding, sometimes frustrating, but very rewarding experience when you get that done and you can say, look, I did all of this, I made this.
Seif said the class is a great way for students to see what other people are doing because that exposure inspires everyone, including herself. In Champaign, I'm Natasha Mosquera, UI7 News. The 34th Annual Insect Fear Film Festival brought together a crowd of people this past Saturday. Lines of persons took over the lobby of Follinger Auditorium as they gathered around several insect exhibits, displays, and the insect petting zoo. Among the individuals was Justice Laskowski, a 14-year-old aspiring entomologist. Laskowski said his interest in insects and his involvement in the Future Farmers of America, a high school group for agriculture, brought him to the event for the second year in a row.
They impact our farming, which creates our food. They impact disease, which people are affected by. And I think that's the entire purpose behind this, that people shouldn't be afraid, they should know more.
Brave participants had the opportunity to hold a variety of different insects, such as tarantulas, cockroaches, and grasshoppers.
Here in my hands, I am holding Larry the Lubber. He's from around southeast Florida and Georgia. He is actually very toxic to eat, and because his wings are so small compared to his body, he can't fly.
University of Illinois professor and creator of the event, May Berenbaum, said the occasion is a great way for the public to be entertained and learn a little about science.
Most people aren't deathly afraid of mosquitoes, they're afraid of large bugs that really can't hurt them. Knowledge is power, so we're hoping to give people the knowledge to deal with the insects they run into, because frankly you cannot live an insect-free life here on planet Earth.
Laskowski said insects are vital to the environment and people should not be scared of them.
Don't be, they're more afraid of you than you are of them.
You want to come with me? Let's go have some fun tonight.
In Urbana, I'm Natasha Mosquera, UI7 News.
Hello, I'm Cassandra Smith.
And I'm Natasha Mosquera.
The U of I campus is still in mourning from a student's death this past weekend.
This is the third death that has occurred unofficial in the 21 years of its existence, but police say it may not have much to do with the celebration.
Let's take a look at our national weather. Over in Miami, it's 74 degrees, in Dallas 71 degrees, and in Atlanta 67 degrees. Unfortunately for Boston, they're not experiencing this nice weather because it is 40 degrees. Good thing I'm not there. Stay tuned to find out how the Illinois softball team is starting off the season. Also, hear how an Illini gymnast is being honored after an outstanding performance. All this and more after the break. Illinois softball team will take on Illinois State Wednesday night at Eichelberger Field. The team began the Big Ten Conference schedule on Friday with a bang as senior pitcher Brianna Wonderly tossed just the 12th no-hitter in program history. Just hours before the U of I students vote on the spring 2017 ballot, one of the biggest races had a shakeup. For student body president, students Raneem Shamsuddin, Bobby Neer, and Jesse Tabak were on the ballot. Now let's take a look at tonight. So it's going to be 49 degrees, partly cloudy with winds at 5 miles per hour, moving south-southwest. And for tomorrow, it's going to be a gorgeous day outside, 71 degrees. Definitely not normal for this time of year, so definitely get outside, enjoy it, have a picnic on the quad, go for a bike ride, a walk, whatever it is that you choose.